Boom. We are live. Hoping. How are you all doing? Welcome back to the Hype Down. Today's episode is cold. It's cold. Something. The 720p startup. Oh yeah. Welcome back, all of you fine folks. And the HP promo. Cam is saying the HP promo. I don't understand that, but okay. We got pizza today. And our today's beverage is Wild Monkeys. Oh, Amazon is targeting. Oh, yeah. I can see what you're saying. That is weird. Why is that showing it to me like that? That should not be that way. What's the monkey? It's beer. Dark Special Malts, 13.3% Plato, 22B, 5.9% alcohol volume. Malt Biker. That is how the can. Trying to get it in focus. Something like that. It's good. It's good. It's actually good. All right. On today's agenda, we have a little intro song. So here goes nothing. Until I get this thing done. Woo, baby. Okay, all right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Hype Down. It is our second iteration of this live cast, because I can't really call it a podcast because I'm just talking alone with you guys for now and basically doing it more on Twitch. We will be having the videos up live on YouTube as well. And other than that, I have no idea where to put the sound, Spotify and stuff like that. I'll have to figure those things out. I'm gonna save everything for now, but we're not really having a live podcast audio feed for now. Today's iteration of our little episode, we'll be talking about the 720p conundrum that I have been having lately, and I have learned that as a new streamer, as a normal streamer that is not yet partnered or affiliated, I'll touch up on that in just a second. You should never, and you should actually make this a rule, you should never, even if you can, even if you have the best gear, the best PC, the best internet in the world, it doesn't matter. You will not, make it a rule, you will not stream 1080p. Do not do it. It is the worst thing that you can do in the beginning, because you are limiting yourself. You're limiting your viewers, not yourself personally. You can do it. If you can, and you have no problems, you can do it. No one says that you cannot, but you shouldn't, because your viewers might not be able to see you. That said, I have made this mistake myself. Also, let's get back to another point. Let's say your PC is not the best. You don't have a double PC setup. You don't have like the top of the top line things that just came out, because let's face it, no one has that kind of money just by, playing games and living with their parents or whatnot. We're a lot of kids, we're a lot of teenagers, we're people that are just starting up. If you have a family, if you have a job, not all the time you're gonna have the money to throw like over 2K, let's say, in a PC. That said, you might have a decent PC, so you can play games. You're thinking about, hey, I can play games. I want to stream. I want to start streaming. Cam here says, even if you are a partner with Twitch, you won't always get downscales. Only affiliates get downscales 99% of the time. Yeah, I mean, after you are an affiliate and a partner, there is that chance that the viewer can go in the settings menu down there where the little cog wheel is and change the settings of the stream, basically. So instead of watching it in 1080p, they can lower the resolution, which is really good. But if you don't have that option, and especially people that are looking on tablets or on phones and stuff like that, their internet is limited, right? There is a limit to certain things. Not everyone is watching from their PCs at home, or maybe you want to watch from the TV or something like that. It's really gonna affect that thing. And let's face it, watching on a phone, your resolution is already like really small. You don't need a 1080p resolution for your phone or tablet, stuff like that. It's still gonna look really good in 720p. Now, as I was saying, let's come back a little bit to the to the conundrum of not having the greatest of them all, right? Your PC is going to use two specific things to stream: GPU and CPU. GPU is your graphics card, and CPU is your PC, your i5, i7, whatever, your processor, right? So you also have the options to choose of what your encoder will be. Depending on that, you can encode your video that you're doing with all your scenes, and what you're seeing here, basically, like my camera, my background, my logo up there and stuff like that. All of these things you're gonna see, and that's your scene. That is what you're taking and you're converting. You're making it into a nice package that you're throwing onto Twitch, and Twitch will then show it on your broadcast. Now, if you might not have the best graphics card in the world, you might want to do like a processor-based encoding. If your graphics card is better, you're going to go with the NVEC encoding. And all that aside, we're coming back to the 1080p versus 720p conundrum yet once more. let's say you are already affiliated, or maybe you're even partner, but you're still struggling with, your gear. Because you can stream bullshit games or whatever. There are things that don't necessitate a whole lot of investment, and you can still be really good at it, and you can still be popular. You can revolve a community around anything. You can just literally do anything. Doesn't matter. But you will have limitations depending on your gear. So you might want to go down to 720, and it works better. Now I'm gonna tell you guys the story of myself and how, thanks to Final Fantasy VII Remake, yes, I am taking it that far, thanks to this game, I have actually learned two really good things in streaming. One is streaming with a capture card and getting that nonsense to work for streaming consoles, PlayStation 4 specific this time around, and streaming in 720p. I started off streaming in a 1080p. I saw that it worked. The stream was suffering a little bit, and when I actually downloaded my footage of the past stream, of my past broadcast, I noticed that my footage looked like shit. It literally could not handle the resolution. It was all blurred, foggy, and stuff like that. And it was also hiccupy. It was stuttering. Now that said, since I converted to the 720p, everything works fine. The CPU is not that high, the GPU is working fine, because everything is downscaled, everything is okay. It's not putting that much work. All that work and effort that it's not putting makes it so that it's running more smooth. So that's that. So yeah, you should really consider starting off in a 720p stream. That means all of your OBS settings in your video settings, where you have your video output, you have your video output scaling, and your video scene, no, something. Let me just check. Settings over here. So we're gonna show you guys this. When you go to settings, you're gonna see this little window. We got our output. We don't want the outscale. We don't want the rescale. Like I said, if you have a good CPU, like an i7 or i9 or something like that, or the Ryzen whatever cores there are, or I don't know much about those, but it's a good one. You might want to go here with the 264 normal encoding. If you have a good graphics card, go with the NVIDIA NVEC encoding. Don't bother rescaling. You don't want to do that. Here at video, you're going to see we have our output and our base canvas. You can leave the base canvas at the 1080p. However, I find that it works even better if you make your base canvas, so what it is that you're actually doing in here, and scale it down. You use rescaling? I actually don't. It's a unnecessary stress that you're putting on your encoder and on OBS itself, basically. If your PC can handle it, I guess you can get away with it. Doesn't matter. But if you're already intending on the 720p and you're already doing this, then why not? Just do it from the get-go and let it work specifically as it's intended. Or you have a 2PC setup. Well, it kind of has the same principle. I don't want to get into the 2PC setup right now because I do not have a 2PC setup. I have a 1PC setup, and I know how frustrating it can get. Still, the principle would be kind of the same because a 2PC setup revolves around one PC that is mainly doing the streaming, and the other PC basically functions as your console or anything else, basically, what you're capturing. You're just capturing the gaming PC, which runs the game, does all that, and your streaming PC focuses only on capturing data, the image, the whatnot, and then streaming it. Yeah, that is a good thing to have. It means more power for the stream because it doesn't have to do a gazillion things at once. The PC can handle just streaming and it focuses on that. It's like giving it one task. Here you are the overseer of streaming, you, the streaming PC, and you do a great job. Alright, and the other PC does all the other stuff. Run the game, run whatever it is that you're running. Doesn't matter. Alright. Now then. That is definitely a thing that I have learned this week. It has been interesting. Now I can show you a little bit the difference between the 1080p and the 720p. You might think that it should have been the other way around and it should have been better, but it wasn't. So here I have some footage of our second day of streaming Final Fantasy. And as you guys can see, it looks horrible. It doesn't function well. It's crap. It's smudgy, it's blurry, it's a lot of pixel blocks all over. It was working kind of okay. You can't see anything there. Now on day 3, we switched entirely to a 720p stream. And this is how it looks. It looks way better. Works way better. I still have a dumb face over there. You can still see me fine. It's perfect, right? And you can play the game and people can watch you play the game. That is what is most important. To play while streaming, not have people come in and not be able to see anything, and not, because people can forgive a little bit shittier quality resolution, let's say, because no one's really gonna watch like full screen all the time. If you're up to that community where people really, like, I gotta watch this on big TV because this is gonna be epic, the new release, this guy has like early access, I really want to see this. Okay, yeah, by the time you get there, you're probably gonna have more stuff to deal with as well. When you're starting out, all smaller. The community you're gonna form around is gonna be way better because you're having fun. They can interact with you. They can see what's happening. They can literally have fun with you. That's like a huge thing that I haven't done. I haven't done up until now. And right now we're just always gonna stream at 720p. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. It will allow me to stream also higher end games, because I have been struggling. Sometimes I try to play certain games and they just would not work on the settings that I would have. I already have to lower graphic values from a game because it doesn't, the PC can't handle it. I am running just a one PC setup and it's really hard. It's really taking a toll on my graphics card basically and on my processor, because it's running the game and trying to rescale and redo everything and put it up on Twitch and all that. But yeah, that's our 720p conundrum. Okay, let's take a look at Twitch. Let's take a look at Twitch. Welcome to the Hype Down. What is hype? Still Valorant. Valorant is still on the top of the charts. You might be asking yourself, why? Well, because of stupid ass drops. From what I know, it's still the way to get the game or something like that. Or there are specific drops that you can get, and it's a whole mess. People are upset about it. There are 24-hour streams going with rebroadcasts and just people not even being live and just showing footage and blah 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 blah. It's really all over. We can already see there's 500,000 people watching this. 24/7 drops stream. "24-hour streams. You need to connect your Twitch and watch a stream for 2 hours and you will get the game offline. But no one is saying that because they need viewers. Blah 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 blah. BS game will die out as fast as Overwatch. I can't agree with you more, Cam." Well. I mean, I get it. It was an interesting marketing scheme, so to say. They did fly out people to alpha test or whatever, behind the scenes, letting them play the game. They weren't allowed to stream it. I don't think they were paid or something like that. No one really knows. So this is like their payout because they can show the footage and they have the most viewership and whatnot. And I have noted something over here that is really good. People are angry with Twitch drops because it went this in this way. But let's be frank about it. Twitch is owned by Amazon. Amazon equals money, and yeah, so many viewers, so many eyes on commercials. That's a lot of ad revenue. Sure, the streamers might get a little bit of bad rap for doing this 24-hour bullshit. No one really cares. People are still there watching it for the game and whatnot, trying to get in. I heard that now drops are enabled for everyone who has the game or something like that, or I don't really know that much about it. At the beginning it was like really restricted. That part is okay for me. I don't like the streamers lie about how are drops and how you get it. Yeah, see, this is where Twitch doesn't really intervene, because they see the bigger picture basically. Okay, the streamer does what bullshit he does. It doesn't matter who. People come because of the game. Ad revenue is being good. Twitch makes money. Streamer makes money. The streamer does anything bad, and the viewers and the community is gonna start hating on him. That's kind of his fault, basically. Yeah. And I heard, okay, because they need the views. Yeah. It's just those who get the game live reviews. Yeah. Those views can go to smaller channels, maybe. Just saying. Yeah. But still, when you see this kind of stuff with a 24-hour stream, it's the first thing that pops up. You're interested in this, you're gonna go there because you know it's always gonna be on. And yeah, people are automatically gonna go to these guys. It'll settle. It'll settle after a while. When? I don't know. And here's the second thing. Not only this, this scandal abrupt on us with Valorant, our dear friend Fortnite is also having a drop thing. Also something with watching for 2 hours and watching for 4 hours or some shit like that. For I don't know. For some drops again. I mean, I don't mind drops. There were certain things where drops were cool. Definitely. I don't mind. But like you also said, it is nice to know that everyone has access to them. Everyone has access to the game and to the drops. Drops should be enabled for everyone that streams the game. So it doesn't matter if it's a small streamer with only one viewer. That one viewer should be able to get the drops as well. If he watches someone else play that game, that should be a thing. It should be equal for everyone. And the rules basically, or the statements should be out there, right? We should have the info about what the drops are, how they are enabled, how you get them. Okay, you need to watch for so much for that. You need to do that for that. Okay, we need the info, but make it accessible to everyone. That's basically it. Don't promote just, the bullshit. That's pretty much kind of annoying, Ooh. We're gonna go a little bit on some tweets that I have retweeted for safekeeping. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about Gunrun's video. So there's a new RTX thing that helps your mic do some sort of AI wizardry and cancels all of the ambient noise around you. Let's take a look at this video.
It's perfect, but it's like way better than anything you'd ever expect, right?
Wait.
Like, I don't think an audio engineer could do any better than this in a live broadcast, not by a long shot. And I can even take the fan away. I can.
This is gun run. The gun run.
Move it around. I can bang on the desk. While I'm talking to you guys, I can bang on the desk and have a fan blowing at the microphone and my face, banging on the desk. So it's like a construction site, and you guys can still literally hear me fine, and I sound okay. Like this, like if you were just sitting there listening to live stream.
He's gonna turn it off in 1 second.
This is fucking hilarious. Okay, this is genuinely the coolest shit I've ever seen. All right, there, I just disabled the filter. This is what it sounds like right now. Hey guys, welcome to Afternoon Coffee. Does this sound cool? Is this good audio quality? Let me enable the RTX filter again. Hold on here. All right, RTX coming on. And now we got, okay, I still hear the same thing through my headset. It's super fucking loud, banging. I got air blow. My neighbors can probably hear this dead blow hammer. This is just fucking cool. It's not perfect, but it's like way better than anything you'd ever.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about that. Well, I mean, I can leave it in the background, whatever. Let's talk a little bit about that. So, NVIDIA RTX, known for graphics. This is a software thing. So you go into your NVIDIA whatnot software, blah, blah, blah. And you can somehow activate this RTX voice tech. And it's AI based from what I have heard, and it's real-time AI which follows up on specific frequencies and whatnot that is revolving around your voice and cancels it out. Now, they have said do not use it on a regular basis, only in specific needs. I guess it's still being like developed. It uses, like, I don't know exactly what it uses, but your GPU goes up like 10 to 15%. That's what they said. So it uses like between 10 and 50% of your GPU. Now, it's not perfect. Certain song enthusiasts might not be able to use it because, you know, even with the voice reaching certain frequencies, apparently it will cancel you out. Just like Minecraft RTX. I don't know about that. These are like things I'm bringing to the show. You know, specific things I hear here and there. You know, what we talk about here and there. What's new, what's hype, what's not cool, what's not. Stuff like that. My question is, you can use it with any kind of mic. Yeah, you can use it with any kind of mic. It doesn't matter what mic you use. It's basically, you need to have an NVIDIA card and the NVIDIA software, because it's a software. Is it good enough? Well, that remains to be tested. Anyone can test it. I mean, it's not, you're not paying for it. You have an NVIDIA graphics card, you have the NVIDIA software. You can activate it. From what I've known, it's not something that you have to buy. It's just there for anyone to use. So you guys can go wild with it. Find new limitations. I bet they're dying to see feedback on everything and make it as good as possible. Can you put the link in the VOD notes? This one? There you go. That is the official link. Also, if you guys want to give this guy a follow, a shout out, this is the Gun Run. Gun Run. Yeah. Check him out. This is where I saw it. So yeah, give him some love. Now, on the other note, Pathfinder Kingmaker and all the DLCs are on sale until the 27th of April on GOG. Let's just see how that thing looks. How much is this game right now? It is 15 euros. For the Explorer Edition. Royal Edition is 35% off, and the Imperial Edition is also 35% off. You guys can see here. Definitely, if you guys want to sink like a gazillion hours into a game and just get lost in it, this is one of those games. It has an enormous amount of replayability, lots of characters, lots of ways to build them. Ooh, it is a huge game for anyone who's down for CRPGs or RPGs and wants to really dial down into a huge and cool game and a huge universe. Definitely try it out. I mean, base game and whatnot, $15. Expansions, they're not that much. There are some for free, and some expansions are like only like 5 euros. It's not a whole lot. Not as good as Path of Exile. Well, I mean, Path of Exile is a free game, so anyone can go and try that game out. But we're talking about something that it is a deal right now. It's a steal deal. Yeah, the next one is coming. It is being developed. The new Pathfinder spell something. I forgot what it's called. I want to say Spell Wars, but it's not Spell Wars. Oh, you meant Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Eternity, yes, is another RPG. Also worthwhile checking out. But I think Pathfinder has a better established mechanics. I might be wrong on this. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think that is the case. Right. Next order of business. Since I was talking about Fortnite, these are the drops. Okay, Dr. Lupo. Dr. Lupo is actually a really great guy. He's a really cool guy. I know he plays Fortnite and all those other battle royales, but he's actually a really cool guy. So you want to watch someone who's not like a total bullshitter and like a total for the views kind of guy, you know, because let's face it, these kind of games have a lot of also toxic streamers, I guess. I don't want to get into that much. You know, streamers that are doing just what is hip, blah blah blah. But hey, everyone does whatever they want, and their communities can, revolve around what everyone is doing. If they want to watch, they want to watch. If they want to join, they want to join. Doesn't matter. But like I said, Dr. Lupo is actually a really cool guy. He also had a really funny roast of Tim the Tatman, Ninja, and someone else. I forgot who. A year ago, I think. A year or 2 years ago. Yeah, he had to make a roast with them, and he was brutal. That was really cool. You should find that on YouTube. Just search Dr. Lupo roast, and I think you will find it. That is definitely some funny stuff, especially if you know the streamers and you know a little bit about their communities and about them. He really nails it on the head. So yeah, watch for a chance to earn exclusive Fortnite loot. April 22nd. I don't know for how long it's available. I guess that is when the drops were enabled. You can see here that that's like a glider, I guess. I don't know. Or spray. I have no idea about Fortnite. A gun skin. It's skins, They help you be more effective at the game. You can, with this skin, you have like a 101% chance to get a critical headshot from a 2.5-mile radius. But it's like scripted, and no one really can show you the details, but it's there. We're also just making fun. But yeah, if you like Fortnite, and I know a lot of you youngins actually do like Fortnite a lot, definitely check Dr. Lupo out and all your other favorite Fortnite streamers as well for a chance of some awesome loot. Also, this is by Twitch Rivals. Twitch Rivals does a lot of unique stuff. The drops are always like Twitch based. I know there was a Twitch specific thing recently for Doom as well. So your Doom character was like very pony like, something like that. Whatever. Do you know who's playing Fortnite just now? Charles Leclerc, a Formula One driver. Well, I mean, it is a popular thing. It's a culture game by now. Everyone and their mother knows about Fortnite, and a lot of people are playing. Valorant is the next big thing. It might die down, it might not. Who knows? Who really knows? We're gonna jump into some other not really game related news, but it is news, and it revolves around also, which is a game. Castlevania Season 4 apparently is coming to Netflix, so that's a cool thing. So if you like you've ever played Castlevania, and you like the universe, vampires and whatnot, and you also maybe are an anime fan, check out Castlevania on Netflix. What do you think about the F1 drivers playing sim on Twitch, and event TV channels are rebroadcasting Twitch? I mean, that's cool, man. That's actually kind of cool. It's a funny topic now that with all this quarantine thing, a lot of people found themselves, in this quarantine at home, not being able to do their jobs, professional athletes, race car drivers, musicians, artists, jobs that are special in a way, not your normal 9 to 5 go, I don't know, prepare boxes or something like that. Specific interesting jobs. And they had to do something. And it's actually interesting to see what people end up doing. So yeah, there are normal Formula One races on Sundays. They rebroadcast it from Twitch. Okay. That sounded French. I am sorry, my friend. I am sorry. Nah, I can't do the French accent anyway. Okay, so we talked about Valorant. We talked about our 720p conundrum. We talked about the RTX thing. Right. I had here one thing. If you have a one PC setup and you're starting out streaming, put some money aside, and before investing in Elgato key lights or a Stream Deck or things that you don't really need for starting out with, the things that you need are a decent webcam, a decent microphone. There are tons of options. I have a blue Snowball, which is not a lot. You can find them probably on sale. But definitely, and Cam has nailed it, definitely buy yourself a second monitor. It doesn't have to be a wide curved monstrosity. You need literally a cheap ass second hand, doesn't have to be new, second hand monitor, because you need a place for your operating system, which is OBS at least, and a way to look at chat while not looking at the game. Sure, you can do that on your phone, but you won't. So yeah, definitely invest. Not a whole lot. I mean, if you guys could see my second monitor, it was free from work because it's really outdated. It's a square. It's not even like, wide. Yeah, it's not comfortable on phone or tablet. It's a nuisance, and it's not practical. Second screen will help you a lot. And like I said, doesn't matter, just a normal PC screen. Monitor. A monitor. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Just a normal second monitor. Do yourself that favor. And like I said, don't invest into a lot of things. After you get your camera, after you get a decent mic, you don't have to get, like I said, don't go overboard, especially when starting out. You can even buy a headset with a microphone, a decent headset. It's enough. Don't go overboard. Start off with that. Don't invest in green screens and bullshit like that. I mean, you can after a while if you think that it's really something you want to do. This thing that I have here is still crap. You can see a little bit. But I have so much stuff here, and it's still not good. You need really good lighting. The light is king in video making, all alike. Especially in a green screen situation. Light is key. And lights are expensive. You don't have to go overboard, but you might not have the necessary room for huge lights. Smaller lights that can handle large surfaces or whatever, like the Elgatos. One Elgato key light is, I think, about 200 euros. That is insane. And you kind of need at least two of them to light yourself up and basically the green screen behind you if you want that. I'm a hoarder? Okay. I'm not a hoarder. But I have my main light here, which is my normal light. And I have one softbox over there, which is lighting me from the right side. And then I have two more lights up top and another light over there to light the green screen from the other side. And it still kind of looks decent. It looks okay. If I would really make myself big, you're gonna start seeing flickers and whatnot. It's not perfect, but it's decent for me because I don't have to be like the entire screen. Just saying. So know what you want. Don't go out investing and, finding that it doesn't work and you're frustrated and stuff like that. Start off small. Start off getting the hang of what it is that you really want to do for streaming, what it is that you want to play. On that note, let's talk a little bit about that. If you want to be, we talked a little bit about this on the other show, but we're gonna focus just a little bit more on this subject. You don't have to play the newest games that are out. You can have all the tech in the world and be boring as hell. Yeah, that is also true. The way that you function as a human, as a gamer, it's weird. If you're really, we talked about this, no one's really gonna find you anyway, and if you don't start really branching out on other social medias and starting to, form a community, form friendships and stuff like that, no one's really gonna watch you. You just sit there. But yeah, like I said, you don't have to. Bleh. This is kind of annoying. You don't have to play the best game, the hypest game, the next gen game that is out there. There are a gazillion games that cost less. There are deals and deals and deals of games each week, each month. There's the Humble Bundle. There's a lot of free games that are coming out on Epic. There are certain deals like 80%, 50% off deals of all sorts of games. You can focus on so many things, and you don't have to go all out on spending top dollars, top euros, top whatever it is that you're spending on the best of the best. Okay, if you're the kind of guy who wants to play the releases when they're released and just play them, and you can afford that, you can do it. No one says you shouldn't. definitely go wild. It's gonna be hard for you if you don't do the other stuff, but you can do it. But we're talking about people that are starting out that have not the best things. Okay? Yeah, at the end of and at the end is do what you like. People want to see you having fun with what you like. If they see that you're playing the next top thing just because everyone else is playing it, and oh, this is the best thing now that, oh, Final Fantasy VII came out, ooh, I better get on that board because on that train, blah blah blah. Train, no puns intended. And you're just like there, okay, I don't really understand this game. This game is trash, I don't like it. No puns intended. But I mean, you can hate on a game and still enjoy it, and people will get why you're frustrated if they know you and stuff like that. Cloud, get your ass down from the yeah. Actually, they say Merc at that point. Whatever. Yeah. I kind of lost my train of thought. Another pun. Get it? Train of thought. Sorry. Let's look at some other news. Okay, here's another thing, another cool little thing. Hashtag stay at home from some game developers. They did this cool little thing. I think it's a video game. Let's also look at the Steam store. So the game is Megasphere. Play as a special ops combat unit sent to investigate why the stars around solar systems are going dark in the Megasphere, a story-based post-cyberpunk action platformer adventure game and super massive scale set, blah blah blah. It's an early access game. It is currently €14, $13.99. It looks really. It's an action shooter platformer, really high paced. So if you're into this kind of thing, cool. Give a lot of a shout out to indie games. There are a lot of garbage games out there, but there are also really good, decent games that do their job well, that make you just feel great. They sometimes deliver a better gaming experience than most AAA games out there sometimes. But this is all flavor. You know, everyone loves specific things. For me, I like retro games as well. I grow up with retro games. I know what they're like. I don't mind them. I actually enjoy them. I like indie games, some of them. I haven't gotten that much into a whole lot of indie, but I have played shorter games and smaller games that are, you can see that it's an indie game. And they were cool. I enjoyed them. Doesn't have to be the best graphics, the best sound design, the best what up. Although, to be honest, some of these cool little short, cutesy whatever games have really good sound design. Yeah, like I said, it's not everyone's cup of tea. If you really want to go just play like the best graphic based engine thriller film whatever AAA monstrosity that just comes out, you can do that. No one's stopping you. You enjoy stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something else, definitely give it a try. If not, other people will, and will enjoy it. About design, Mick Gordon and Bethesda controversy. Oh yeah, that is on my list over here, somewhere. Doom Mick Gordon soundtrack. Here, it's right here. Okay, apparently there's a little bit of a scandal with Mick Gordon, and he has kind of stated like a big fuck you to Doom, basically. To those of you who don't know who Mick Gordon is the composer of the Doom soundtracks. I don't know if he worked on all of them, but I know he worked on the recent ones, definitely. They're very metal, they're very cool, very rock. No, it's about Doom. I'm not entirely sure what you're saying about the Bethesda controversy. We'll touch up on that in 1 second, but what I'm saying is 100% true. Apparently the Doom soundtrack was supposed to release with the collector's edition and whatnot, and the thing is, there were like over 50 tracks, I believe, and Mick Gordon didn't get to master them all. He got to master about 10 of them, and the ones that are not mastered by Mick Gordon were like given to someone just to finalize fast, but they could just, push it out. And keep in mind, when this is for him, it's more than just a gig, more than just a job. It's art. It's his, it's his fingerprint. It's unique. It's who he is. Getting like a big shit in the face on your work, not being able to do it how it should be done, and just people rushing it because of money. So yeah, I guess that's where Bethesda, Fallout 76 and all that. Speaking of Fallout 76, we'll touch upon that in one moment. Yeah, that's like the news I have heard about the Mick Gordon thing. And I think he tweeted out that he will not be working specifically, on any Doom game from now on, ever. Which is kind of sad, because those tracks were really good. Oh, on any Bethesda game. Okay, so he's done. He's done. He wipes his hand of the entire project. He is a very talented human being, and I'm sure he will do a lot of other great things, but just not with them, which is a shame. The shame that sometimes these huge corporations just shit on good, great things because of money. They care about money, but the fans, the people that give them that money, care about the quality, care about the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into that. It's just shit when this kind of stuff happens. Speaking of things like that, I'm gonna go a little bit on Fallout 76. Okay, here's the thing. Fallout 76 came out and was a complete other clusterfuck. No one likes it. No one. It is garbage. It was garbage. They did so many bad things. On that note, they made a new DLC, I think. And they redid a lot of things. Apparently, it's decent now. A lot of people are revisiting the game. The new expansion is called Wastelanders. It is for free if you own the game. If you want to try it out, you will have to buy the original game, which is, I think, about 40 euros or something like that. We'll be able to watch that in just a second. I'll show you guys how much that costs. But I have been watching a huge streamer who is really into the Fallout franchise. You know, he really loves it a lot. He was really hurt, really devastated with the whole Fallout 76 conundrum and bullshit. He wiped his hands, just like Mick Gordon, from the entire thing and just said, screw it. He did end up doing a charity goal, and in that charity goal, he was basically by chat made to revisit Fallout 76 one day. So apparently he cashed in on that, and he has been playing Fallout 76 in the last days, and he said it's good. Now it's kind of hard to find where he talks about it, and I can't really see it. Maybe in clips. Here, thoughts. Let's see if I can do this.
76 thoughts. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, go to ko.tv/Fallout76 and check that out. So here we go. I've now been playing the game for about 7 hours, and I can say that the game has become a lot more of a Fallout game for me personally. The addition of the NPCs and Wastelanders has been really good. I'm enjoying working through the quests. Also, a lot of the stuff that I had a problem with in the past, like the crashing, the lack of FOV, the push to talk, all that stuff has been added, which is really nice. The game clearly and very much still has issues, and this by no means redeems Bethesda in my eyes for the atrocious release, but the game itself has gotten a lot better, and I will be exploring the rest of the Wastelands content to see how it goes. We'll be making more of these videos as I keep going, but I can say that I'm definitely enjoying it enough to keep playing it for a little bit, and we will see where it goes from here. So stop by the channel if you're not here already, and we'll take this journey together. Thanks.
Okay. On that note, I want to say,
command. Let's do this now so we don't have to do it again for a long time.
Whoa.
This will cover me for like a few days. Here we go. This is going to be really quick.
Whoa. Quality. Let's go on a 720p. It is free. So the expansion is free. It is free. You can get it as long as you have the game. It is not a standalone Fallout 76 thing. You still have to own the game. So if you do not have the game, you will have to buy it. What are you doing, cat? You're gonna fall. So there's no bullshit microtransaction for the DLC. Basically, it's not. It is free. There are still microtransactions inside of the game. Okay, let me just see if I can do this.
Hey guys,
this is like the full version.
Fallout 76 thoughts. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, go to ko.tv/Fallout76 and check that out. So here we go. I've now been playing the game for about 7 hours, and I can say that the game has become a lot more of a Fallout game for me personally. The addition of the NPCs and Wastelanders.
The volume,
really
okay.
Good. I'm enjoying working through the quests. Also, a lot of the stuff that I had a problem with in the past, like the crashing, the lack of FOV, the push to talk, all that stuff has been added, which is really nice. The game clearly and very much still has issues, and this by no means redeems Bethesda in my eyes for the atrocious release, but the game itself has gotten a lot better, and I will be exploring the rest of the Wastelands content to see how it goes. We'll be making more of these videos as I keep going, but I can say that I'm definitely enjoying it enough to keep playing it for a little bit, and we will see where it goes from here. So stop by the channel if you're not here already, and we'll take this journey together. Thanks. Okay, there we go. So what we'll do is anytime somebody says like, hey, what's Ko think about this? Then we can just link them the Fallout 76 Part 2 video, and then I can focus on keeping playing.
Okay. Now I have seen some other things. He did talk about this thing more. Like I said, I have been watching Ko play Fallout as well. One important thing. If you guys are planning to revisit Fallout 76 and give it another go, and you are planning to put your playthroughs up on YouTube, you will get flagged. The entire music in the Fallout game is copyrighted. So even Ko ended up doing strictly only Twitch plays. So if you want to see the playthrough, you will have to visit his Twitch library, watch the reruns. Yeah, that's just another bullshit thing that there is. Now he is playing on a private server. There are still bugs in the game. GG Bethesda, you surpassed EA. Yeah, there's still a lot of things. Apparently now you can have. So this is another bit of news regarding what am I talking about? Fallout 76. Oh my god, my brain cell just died. You can get it on Twitch on Steam, and you can link your Steam to the Bethesda something, and you can download it for free if you already have the game. How much is a private server? I think €15, €15, something like that. Let's see, Fallout 76 on Steam. It is currently €40. So you can link up the things. However, if your Steam account gets hacked, apparently they can enter and bypass the Bethesda launcher completely and just go inside of your game and ruin everything for you. Keep that in mind. Other things, the Wastelanders Deluxe Edition Apparently that is 60. The Wastelander is now available. Apparently the story of the Wastelanders campaign or whatever it is kind of cool. There are 2 factions and whatnot. It is recommended to do a new character and all that stuff. Just buy it from Bethesda. I don't think it is more expensive. Yeah, it's just a thing. If you have already bought the game, like I said, you can link it with your Steam account. I think it's up till the end of the month, and you can then basically download it on Steam as well for free if you really want to have it in your Steam library. Just started to play Fallout 4 on the PlayStation 4. Nice, man. Nice. Okay. That is some weird shit. Let's talk a little bit about just a few more things. I have one more bullshit news. So apparently there was a stupid rant tweet by someone. I don't know who it was. I haven't seen it. But it is said that this person said, I don't know if it was just text tweet or video tweet, or they said it, I think they said it on stream and it was clipped and also tweeted out. What they effectively said is that if you, the viewer, have enough time to watch Twitch, to watch streamers, you should also have €5 or $5, basically a subscription worth, to give to them. You shouldn't be watching for free. If you have time to watch, you should have time to invest the money in. Now, that is a lot of bullshit. And you know how things happen when you toss something that is highly flammable into the cauldron, which is Twitter or anything internet related. People started ranting. It just fueled the fire of this stupid thing. And granted, he or she, whatever, got a lot of hate for it, but it was hate publicity, and they actually ended up, growing their channel or whatever. This is a very scummy bullshit thing to do. Whatever it is that you're doing. Then there were also comments where there are definitely, first of all, trolls. Then there are people who agree with these kind of persons, that they are also these kind of persons, that consider that whatever they do for their content, they are privileged or entitled to get everyone's money, whatever. And then there are the other ones who see the opportunity to say, we don't do this kind of stuff, our community is great, we revolve around blah 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 blah, and try to get people that have eyes on this negative thing to kind of lure them in on their positive thing or whatever. And Jesse Cox has made a comment on that post, which is true in all its glory. Jesse Cox is also another YouTuber and Twitch streamer, really dear to my heart as well. he made the comment that you as a whatever you are, content creator, as a streamer, as a person, should just ignore this kind of bullshit. Don't fuel it. Don't even consider commenting anything. If your community is great and you grow your community on what you're doing, on what you're based on, don't even bother getting caught up in drama or whatever, you know? Just go out and do you, man. That is basically what he said. And I couldn't agree more. Everyone should just, you know, you do you. Do what it is that you love. Revolve around your community that you build with people who love you for who you are, that love the things that you love, and, you know, form and build it up. Then we will pay a sub. Okay, then watch him. Okay, is that dude playing broadcast taxes as Germany wanted to introduce? I have no idea. I have no clue. Okay. I think that kind of concludes our little show for today. We have talked a lot of nonsense. Do I have like one last thing? Okay, so apparently there's Story of Seasons, the Dariamon whatever, is coming to PlayStation 4 on September 4th. We have a free game on Epic. Which is an RPG combat. I forgot the name. I actually installed it. I thought we might have time to take a first look at it. Then there's a interesting game. You guys like Darkest Dungeon? There is a game called Iratus, Lord of the Dead, which is that kind of game, out on GOG. I think it's this thing. Not sure. Let's see. It is on sale. It is $16.49. The standard edition. Let's watch the video for it.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
So yeah, if you guys know of the Darkest Dungeon mechanics, it's pretty much Darkest Dungeon, but it has a different take. You're playing with the monsters. You're a necromancer. You have your minions and whatnot.
For my future kingdom.
Definitely an interesting take on it. For you guys that like D&D and stuff like that, it might be inspiring. Might indulge in interesting stories or stuff like that. It's not a high-priced game and it looks decent. It's cool. Feel free to give it a shot if you think you might like it. But it's as unfair as Darkest Dungeon. I have no idea on difficulty and whatnot. I have not played it. I have not played Darkest Dungeon yet. We will at some point. It's out from early access. Yeah. So that's that. And this is an interesting game that I saw. It is very cyberpunk. It is a smaller indie game. It is on sale 10%, so it's $17.99. Don't really know what it's about.
You make a million choices a day to survive in Nevadas. And
So this game, Cloudpunk,
Life is going to be hard here in Nivalis.
it is a neo-noir story in a rain-drenched cyberpunk metropolis. It's your first night on the job working for the Cloudpunk delivery service. 2 rules: don't miss a delivery and don't ask what's in the package.
Continues as usual.
Camus, people keep mentioning Cora. What is it?
872 different definitions for Cora.
Accidents! It's all intentional. Cora is trying to wipe us out.
I am Cora. I am not as I once was.
I hate this city. I'm about to meet the most feared criminal in this city, and I have to watch what I say.
Do me a favor, Ron.
Definitely looks interesting. Am I right?
Will you be able to wake up tomorrow and do all of this again?
So yeah, that's Cloudpunk. If you guys are still waiting for Cyberpunk and you want to dabble into some kind of cyberpunky universe for a little while, sure, it's not of that quality, but it looks decent. I like it. It looks decent. It's not AAA game, but like I said, it looks decent. So that's one of the shoutouts. And yes, we will be looking at what you have said. That was also on my list here, the Xcom new things that are coming, and that is out right now. We have the Xcom Chimera Squad, which is a standalone. It is not a DLC. It is a standalone short game, not a full XCOM game. It's a shorter game. It takes place basically after the XCOM things. After the aliens have been defeated, they remain on the planet and basically join human civilization, and you kind of have a squad of aliens and whatnot.
City 31, where former combatants live side by side with unity hanging in the balance. This game follows Chimera Squad, an elite team of human and alien agents chosen for their abilities and dedication.
It is 50% off, but definitely buy it now if you like XCOM style games. It is only 10 euros. Full price is $19.99.
At the heart of the game are Chimera Squad's tactical
There are a lot of
operations.
missions, probably a lot of replayability. The game looks really good. Knowing all of the XCOM style games, a lot of tactical, time-based, turn-based strategy and whatnot.
Allows you to choose Chimera Squad's entry points and agent turn order. Burst in, get the drop on enemies, and unleash devastating special abilities. The tactical choices you make during a breach can set the tone for the entire encounter. Will you head to cover
See?
or engage
It's
with
different.
targets? Will agents operate solo or work together? Do you concentrate fire on the most threatening enemy, or do you try to take down
XCOM
multiple
meets Rainbow Siege.
targets first? Either way, don't expect to clear an entire room during the breach phase. Some encounters have multiple breach points to choose from, each with distinct.
So yeah, that is the XCOM game that came out. Definitely give it a shot if you like these kind of games. Any kind of XCOM game, if you know, this is turn-based tactics, aliens, guns, just cool stuff. It's like I said, 50% off. Yeah. A new game that will be coming out is also in this kind of genre, I think, is the Gears Tactics. So that's gonna be an interesting one. We'll be probably talking about it next week. Something like that. I didn't see anything about it was in so under the radar. Yeah, it was kind of under the radar. Okay, I think that is about it. we still have here like special days of stream. That was like a little special thing that we were talking about with Cam. It would be nice, you know, certain days. For you as a new streamer, if it's something that you're thinking of trying, it's a thing, you know. You might be streaming 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, how many days you're streaming a week, from 1 to 7 days. You can go nuts. You can stream whatever you want. You can change your games. You can remain like at the one constant. But it is also nice to say, okay, I want to dedicate like a day or a half day of the week to do something special. So you can do a special day revolving around maybe some indie games, maybe some old school games, maybe you want to make like art, and you have like a just chatting or making art or singing or whatever it is that you're doing. If you want to do D&D on a specific day, maybe you have a group, you can talk about D&D, you can play D&D. Maybe you want to play board games, maybe that's a thing. Maybe you want to play PSP games or stuff like that. Will it be available on Game Pass? I think you're questioning about Gears Tactics. I don't really know. I assume it will, because the latest Gears was also available on Game Pass. Oh, you're saying it, so it's 100%. Well, there you go. It will be available on Game Pass. If you don't have Game Pass, you should definitely check out Game Pass for PC. Xbox Game Pass. It is the best deal for games. Whoa, a lot of stuff over there. Anyways, guys, that was it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this nice little hype down episode. The 720 conundrum, the 720p whatnot. Yeah, on our next episode, which will be next Friday, we will be talking a little bit more about jobs for streamers that aren't really a streaming job. Without streaming, you're not the streamer, but you're working with. What are those things? We'll be talking and touching up on some of those subjects. Also, we're also going to be talking about other random bullshit and random games and random Twitch drama and stuff like that. And we are progressing this show each episode at a time, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we're evolving by doing, in a matter of speaking. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. I have been NibletK. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch, all over, Instagram. Just check out my links wherever they are. I'm gonna have to put links like all over a little bit, trying to tidy up this thing to be more professional. Other than that, yeah, you can check out my YouTube for gaming content, basically let's plays. We do have unboxings of wood boxes, which are loot chests full of nerdy stuff. So definitely check those out if you want to see some cool shit being unboxed, cool nerdy toys and t-shirts and pins and stuff like that. Then we also have sometimes other cool nerdy little side projects, not always all about just gaming content, but mostly revolving around the gaming culture, basically. Yeah, real loot boxes. Yeah. You can definitely check those out. And you can also check me out live Monday to Fridays from the afternoon Usually I go live at about 6 p.m. Germany time. Central Europe CET or whatever it's called. I forget. There's like a specific time code conundrum, whatever. I don't know it. I'll have to learn it at some point. But yeah. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. May you have a great weekend. Stay safe. Play games. Bye-bye.